what do you call it? Twitch is purposely IP banning like people from Israel, you know, because they're secretly anti-Semitic or some shit like that. And it's insane. It's insane. And no serious person is ever going to fucking, you know, get invested in this, which is why the only thing that you'll be able to get out of this is like maybe a New York Post article, right? This time, if Asmon gets involved in any drama, don't call him the tank for the hate again, please. First of all, I didn't call him the tank, the hate. Dan will 1000% bring you and the community into whatever stream they do, by the way. I cannot believe Twitch is allowing it. Yeah. This is just like purposeful brigading for the most part. I don't know how like anybody doesn't consider this to be a scourge on the platform. And I also don't know. A congressman was interested. Yeah, dude, it's Richie Torres. And it was 5 days before a fucking general election. Like, get the fuck out of here. What is this? FaZe Kason has been demonetized on Twitch due to the fact that he had Iran in his stream tags. He's also originally from Iran and says, I was receiving $0 of ad money for the entire month. I've never talked about politics on Twitch before. With this logic, Hasan should be banned indefinitely. Wait, what the fuck? How do you not understand that this is like dumb as fuck? Yeah, this is a great example of like random people getting caught in the fucking crossfire. Bro, why does everyone hate you, Lamafau? Everyone does not hate me, my friend. But in the areas that we're in, I think a lot of people think that people have my same opinion. Like, because you're in this community, you assume, and because this is a pretty big fucking community, you falsely assume that other people have the same perspective that we do in here. Okay? That's not the case. The unfortunate reality is that, especially online, a lot of fucking right-wing content pops the fuck off, especially for a lot of younger people. It's easy to consume. It feels like it upsets and offends, you know, your teachers and your principals. Asmongold is trying to turn Twitch into Twitter. In his eyes, he's not fucking the bag for everyone. He thinks he's doing them a favor. Yeah, it's crazy. We'll see a bad thing happen, and instead of wanting it fixed, they just want it done to you. I know. Nah, but every random Reddit, Twitter, TikTok post you always catch a stray and mention for zero. Yes, I have a lot of people who are extremely online who fucking despise me. But in the real world, they virtually do not exist. Problem is, the internet world is becoming increasingly more important than the real world. It is what it is. Literally, most of the other streamers love you. It's a very loud minority of psycho streamers and a lot of nerds in their basement that hate you. Exactly. That's why a lot of people, that's why it doesn't actually work when people go, why are you collaborating with this guy? And then the streamers will be like, because I like him. You know what I mean? Complete case on clip with his question for you.
Dashboard. I was receiving $0 in ad money.
That's really fucked up, by the way.
While running ads. Well, I ended up messaging my Twitch rep, who I'm not going to name. And I asked her, I said, hey, this has to be a mistake. I go to my activity and it says that I'm running 180-second ads every 8 minutes, which is strange, right? I see it. It's on my activity. It's on my activity.
Just because he had the Iran tag, they fucking like they slapped him on the politics category. That's wild, dude.
I messaged her. I say, hey, do you mind looking into this for me? This is a little strange. She came back and told me that essentially I got demonetized because I had Iran as a tag. You guys know on the bottom, it says FaZe English D10 FaZe Clan Call of Duty. And I got demonetized because I had Iran as a tag. As you guys know, I am Iranian. And I've had that same tag for about 2 years. And as you guys know, I don't speak about politics. I don't come on here and speak about politics. I'm actually very curious to know if streamers like Hasanabi have been demonetized for talking about politics. But now I'm not gonna sit here and blame Twitch necessarily because I don't know the facts, but I do know that she said
that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up, dude. That's crazy. Like, yeah, sorry, buddy. Your existence is political now. Is an insane thing to do. And a lot of this, for the record, a lot of this is coming from the fact that, like, these guys, you know, Destiny and fucking Dan Clancy, or not Dan Clancy, Dan, what's his name? Dan Clancy's the CEO. Fuck. The other guy, Destiny's guy, Dan, okay? have basically, it's too many fucking Dans, man. They've basically launched this like campaign to just be like, oh, these guys are doing anti-Semitism. They're doing anti-Semitism. And they're just like, and when platforms respond to that even a little bit, okay, which is completely rooted within no real ambition to tackle any sort of like bigoted sentiment whatsoever. It is just cynical as fuck, right? The very same people that have launched these campaigns are openly talking about how funny it is that they're doing this, that they don't even give a shit about it at all, right? And now you got random content creators getting screwed over, dude. It's crazy. This whole campaign was disgustingly Islamophobic from the start. I can't believe you Americans don't see it as such. Americans love Islamophobia, okay? I work for a major ad serving company. Iran is embargoed. It's against the law to target ads to Iran, Syria, etc. To me, this is an overkill application of the law. It's supposed to be based on IPGO. At least that's how we handle it where I work. It's the end result of new policies. Their goal was to get you permabanned, and Twitch's compromise choice ends up fucking people over. Yeah, I mean, it's insane.
Said that it was the advertisers who have been steering away from quote unquote politics, I think because of the election. So I guess advertisers didn't want to run ads on my stream because I had Iran as a tag. I thought it was a little weird. I would have appreciated though if Twitch
That is weird. That's weird as fuck, dude. That's so messed up.
probably reached out beforehand and told me, hey, it's politics season, it's election season. If you want to make money on ads, you should probably take this out. I didn't receive any message. So the whole month of November when I was streaming and whatnot, and I was running my ads properly and it was on my activity, chat, I made no money. I got demonetized because I simply had Iran as a tag. And you know what disappoints me, chat, is I have to remove the tag to make money, bro, to run ads. Isn't that crazy, bro? It almost feels like I'm selling out.
That's so fucked up. What is this? Happened to my dog too? I'm about to go live right now. I just found out I was demonetized on Twitch for representing my country, Venezuela, for the past month. I didn't make a single penny on ads. I had Venezuela in my tags for the longest. This is absurd. I'm missing thousands of dollars. So what are they doing? They're just like, they just added like every official America's enemy list onto the fucking same category. Like, what the fuck? What an incredibly stupid thing to do. Oh yeah, they're gonna do they're gonna start doing this to China too. Fuck it, add Haiti on there too. I just want you to understand, by the way, when Asmongold is making threats like this is the result. Okay? When you partner up with cynical fucking assholes who just simply want to see the fucking world burn, and they force platforms who are terrified of offending anyone, okay, even if their purpose is utterly and so clearly to troll, okay, platforms that turn around and capitulate and cave against that sort of thing are going to hurt other content creators, you know? This is the list of OFAC countries that you can and can't target to. Yeah. OFAC administers a number of different sanctions programs. The sanctions can be either comprehensive or selective, using blocking of assets and trade restrictions to accomplish foreign policy and national security goals. Office of Foreign Assets Sanctions Control. So I guess if you have like, if you probably had like a Cuban flag or the Cuban tag, you probably would still get cooked in this situation. Kason wants to talk to you. I don't know how to reach out to him. This is giving 2016 when people would troll by claiming something was racist or mass reporting over it, and companies would panic and take it down for no fucking reason. And then the media would run X's racist stories. Yeah. Tell him to add me on Discord. He said Insta. I don't see it. I don't see his DM. On Instagram. Kason followers. Sorry, my streamer is old. Bitch, Kason is old. What the fuck do you mean? We're both boomers, dog. The Hasanabi community phases up, no question. Yeah, we do. We phase the fuck up around here. What? No, Donald Trump. There's no way he appointed. What? He did not actually. You have to accept the DM. He says on what? On Twitter? Because I don't have any DMs on Twitter. I thought he DM'd me on Instagram. I don't think. Oh, I got it. Hold on, I got it. Hold on. I got it. This is a joke, dude. There's no fucking way. Y'all are crazy. Even though having a Fox News guy be the fucking Department of Defense, leading the Department of Defense is pretty crazy. I know, yes, Doge. I know. Department of Government Efficiency. Okay, I know. Oh, it's such an epic meme, dude. Doge to the moon. Le epic meme, dude. Le epic meme. Straight up. Here, I'm gonna call Case on. All right. According to Bill Ackman, Yale is Hamas. Yeah, these guys are fucking nuts.
Hold on.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me turn my cam on. 1 second. I'm a little slow.
Case on, how old are you?
I'm about to be 30. 29.
Okay. All right. Thank God. All right. You're a fucking boomer too. All right. Good.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh yeah, no, you're way older than me.
Bro, you're 30. It's over.
I'm just saying. I'm not 30 yet. I'm not 30 yet. Hold on.
It's over.
Boom.
It's over.
Boom.
Bro, what is this right. Nick Merckx camera angle, dude? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Okay. Boom. How you doing, bro? You good?
I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm doing as best as I can be doing, all things considered, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is. So I heard you got demonetized because you had the Iran tag on your channel.
I wanted to talk to you, bro, because obviously I know you you've been streaming up for a long time, and you've obviously you're very opinionated when it comes to politics, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so as I don't know if you know much about me, but I'm Iranian, but I was born and raised in LA in the US. But my parents are from Iran, born and raised, and I visited there before. And literally, I have had an Iran tag under my Twitch for a very long time. It's since I started streaming a few years ago. It says Iran and Persian because I'm Iranian. So to attract Iranian viewers, I would obviously,
Yeah.
put yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
But
No, I understand. Yeah.
yeah. So I realized that I'm running ads and I'm fully demonetized. So I reached out to my Twitch rep, and I'm not gonna say her name, but I reached out to my Twitch rep. I just said, "Hey, this has to be a glitch in the system or whatever." She obviously responded to me and told me I was not making ad money because advertisers were choosing not to uh give me ads because I have Iran as a tag and avoiding quote unquote political whatever the case may be. Which, in my opinion, in the moment I read that, I was like, "This cannot be real. This is insane," because it felt racist in a sense.
No,
And
I mean it is. That
but
is what it is. They're like, "Oh, you're Iranian, so automatically if you put that as a tag, that means your existence is like political."
right.
That's ridiculous.
And bro, I don't know if you know much about me, bro. Regardless of anyone's political stance, regardless of whatever their ethnicity is, whether you're even Republican, Democrat, Israeli, from Palestine, from Iran, whatever the case may be, bro, I've always preached world peace. Always, no matter what. That is the one thing if you know me and in my chat or whatever, I've always preached world peace. I stay far away from everything. Everything. Like I really do. I genuinely just stream, I vibe, I chill, whatever. I used to be a little more outspoken a few years ago and I've really calmed down. And all I simply had was Iran as a tag and I somehow get demonetized. So I wanted to ask you, as someone who is extremely opinionated and obviously you've made an incredible career in what you do, I am curious to know if you have ever been demonetized for anything you've ever spoken or till this day, do you
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the past and even like even now, like not only have I been demonetized, I had the reason why that happened to you is partially a response to this like never ending smear campaign that's been going on. I think led by this dude who used to be on the platform, who's like permanently angry that he's never unbanned from the platform. So he just kind of made it like his life's mission to get the platform taken down now, basically. They've been like applying pressure, like they've been doing this like vicious smear campaign non fucking stop with the hopes of triggering. Do you remember the adpocalypse?
no, what was that?
Like during the PewDiePie era on YouTube, like all the advertisers pulled out because the media was like, what the fuck? This guy's like saying, this guy is the PewDiePie, the largest YouTuber, is like, saying a whole bunch of stuff online. And then there was like, I think like all these creepy videos that were targeted towards kids. And then people started writing articles about it. And advertisers started getting worried and they pulled out. Right? They pulled out and so many content creators like lost a shit ton of revenue. It was known as like the adpocalypse, basically.
Okay.
And at the time, people were very mad. I think Logan Paul with the Suicide Forest contributed to it too, if I'm not mistaken. It was a long ass time ago. I don't fully remember all the details, but basically, at the time, like everyone was really mad at mainstream media for covering YouTube as a competitor in this like really negative fashion, right? And it caused a lot of content creators, random content creators like yourself, catching strays for no reason and like losing out on revenue.
Right.
And now these guys are basically doing the same shit
Without warning, by the way, without no message, warning, nothing.
Yeah, I think Twitch is just responding to like pressure that's coming from outside groups being like, oh, these guys are anti-Semitic. Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. and Twitch is a problem with like political content. It is extremist, and they haven't gotten a lot of motion overall. But I think platforms are very careful whenever stuff like that happens, and they get very worried whenever stuff like that happens, and they turn around and take action immediately. They're like, oh shit, we got to nip this in the bud. And in that process, they get a little bit ahead of themselves, and they end up doing insane stuff like what just happened to you with the Iran tag, where they're like, oh, if you have a tag, they overcompensate out of fear. If you have a tag for any of like America's sanctioned enemies, I guess, like Iran or Venezuela or Cuba, then you're not going to get monetized. And one thing that they took, was like they created a new content classification system. Like right now, when I'm talking to you, I have a content label: politics and sensitive social issues. Discussions or debates about politics or sensitive social issues such as elections, civic integrity, military conflict, and civil rights in a polarizing manner. Now, I put that content classification label on voluntarily, and that's a new thing. And they did that in response to like all of this pressure, right? They did that in response to all this pressure. And, I'm abiding by that standard. But I think that it automatically, and now there's a link there's a warning that says like this is intended for certain audiences. And I think in the process they also took me off the front page as well. Like even on election night, when I had 300.
I'm sorry, 300.
Yeah, I had 314,000 live concurrent viewers on election night. I wasn't on the front page. Asmongold was, Jinxie was, and every other content creator that was covering the election was, but I wasn't. So unless you went directly to my website, twitch.tv/Hasanabi, or I guess if I was on your following list already, then I would show up. But there was no other way for a not logged account unless they typed in twitch.tv/Hasanabi to actually, I would not appear in front of them.
Because you're politically opinionated.
That was, I think, deliberate beyond being politically opinionated. I think they straight up shadow banned me because they were worried about all of this extra pressure that was surmounting on the platform.
Okay.
And the pressure is coming from Destiny and his community. Now, it didn't matter in that process. Like, who knows how many people would be watching if I also was in the algorithm as normal. But it didn't matter at the end of the day. I still had 314,000 live concurrent viewers. But the problem is, people are in my chat are saying not even for subs. I had to manually search for you. Like people were manually searching to find me, and they still did. But it was basically to try and withstand all of the outside pressure that's coming in, to make it seem like, we're moving in the direction where we're cleaning up the website, that sort of thing, because they are obviously afraid of like advertisers pulling out. Now, I think it's really stupid to respond to this kind of like cynical smear campaign, but I understand why corporations do it, because they want to protect their bottom line at the end of the day without rocking the boat too much. But I think you and others exactly like you get they lose monetization.
Catch a stray in a sense.
People like yourself lose monetization in the process because the platform is overcorrecting.
Yeah. I mean, I can read you her message. It was. I reached out, sent a screenshot. I said, this can't be right. My activities showed everything was running.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, what's going on? Had to message her a good amount of times. Say, hey, I know if she was streaming with specific tags that advertisers may find political, which could be impacting your ad revenue. We are noticing advertisers avoiding political tags right now. Are you streaming political content or using tags like Iran or Venezuela, for example?
That's crazy. So the Venezuela thing is real too.
Yeah, removing these type of tags and or not producing political content will likely fix this issue for you and increase ad monetization. And I responded saying I was in disbelief. I was just like, I don't think that's correct. That makes no sense, because in my head, I'm like, That's racist. So whatever. We talk a few times. Yeah, we talk a few times. She comes back. She says, here's an update. We're 100% sure that this is related to the Iran tag, and I performed all the tests needed to figure it out. However, we highly recommend I run a test stream before your event. If you can do that, could you please send me a list of tags, blah, blah, blah. So essentially doubled down to let me know that that is the case. And obviously, as an Iranian, it's very disappointing because I simply had the tag to, I'm Iranian and to attract more viewers of my ethnicity. So I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy, and it is very disappointing for the fact that I had to take it off to make money, which in a sense it's kind of feels like I'm selling out right now. I don't know what to do, and it's also like here's the thing that sucks about with Twitch is in no questions asked is like the mainstream platform. So it's like you speak up, you don't want to get banned, you don't want to get shadow banned, right? So it's like you're in this lose-lose situation of like, well, you guys aren't letting me attract Iranian viewers or represent Iran. At the same time, now that I'm speaking about it, I'm putting myself in essentially a horrible position of Twitch can silence me whenever they want, which I don't know if they will, because Twitch is claiming it's the advertisers, of course. So I'm just in this very weird position. And again, as a man who never speaks about politics ever. So I don't know what you think. I mean, you obviously told me you were speaking on it, but it's kind of shitty.
No, I 100% agree with you. I think you should be able to fucking put the Iranian tag on there proudly and not suffer any sort of penalties for it whatsoever. I think it's straightforwardly racist. Same with Venezuela as well, or even Cuba if that's one of the official. Because like these are all, on the America's enemies list. It's like so insane. America's a diverse nation with a shit ton of Iranian, Venezuelan, Cuban people. Like that's what's supposed to make America fucking awesome. That you can be from a different country and say whatever the fuck you want, even things that you wouldn't be able to say back home, right? Like I'm Turkish. I would not be able to say 90% of the things that I say right now in the United States of America in Turkey without facing severe repercussions. And it's not only completely unacceptable, but it's straightforwardly un-American,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's fucking crazy. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll fix it, and I'm sorry that it's like impacted your revenue for the month. And like I said, I apologize. It's just it's a direct consequence